New tonight, the state could see our finances go from a collective billion-dollar surplus to $1 billion in the red. It is the latest forecast on our economy, and it doesn't look too good. Political editor Dennis Welch is here to break down those new numbers. Dennis.
Yeah, and the state economists who are making these projections are saying that the numbers here could change radically as we are in unprecedented and very uncertain times. But as it stands right now, even the best case scenario looks pretty bad.
Welcome to the April meeting of the Finance Advisory Committee.
A sign of the times.
We are coming to you live from an empty Senate hearing room 1.
A nearly deserted Capitol and more bad news because of coronavirus. State leaders like Governor Ducey now staring at a possible $1 billion budget deficit.
Some of the announcements today are basically guesses.
Experts said their predictions could be off by $500 million either way. The last time the state faced this situation, the legislature slashed funding across the board with deep cuts to education, as well as maneuvers like selling off Capitol buildings.
There are no needed cuts in state government today.
The surge in new job losses have added to the state's economic stress. This week, we learned there have been 247,000 jobless claims over the past 3 weeks. Lawmakers could return to the Capitol as early as next month to deal with this rapidly changing financial situation.
As we have a better sight line to what economic activity looks like, we'll have a better projection on what will be necessary.
And the governor went on to say that he believes the state right now is well equipped to handle this economic downturn. Now, he also mentioned the rainy day fund. Right now, there's about $975 million in that fund. But really, how fast they can repair and get this economy up and running is really going to depend on how fast that we can all get a hold and get a handle on this current pandemic. Back into you.
You know, and Dennis, I know you were listening to the governor's briefing earlier. We keep crossing our fingers because we're hearing a lot of people giving very generously, and other things like Department of Agriculture cut Arizona $10 million check, and then CDC gave the state another $4.5 million. But if you're talking about $500 million, that is a huge differential that we're going to have to make up somewhere.
Yeah, and it could be as low as, like, this deficit could be as low as, like I said, $600 million, but it could be as high as $1.6 billion. Wow. They don't know. That's how uncertain this is right now. And, you know, a lot of people also looking to the state for services, particularly healthcare services right now. So a lot of people file for Access, which is our version of the Medicaid system here. Yeah. And that is costly. It's not cheap. And that is something that he's going to have to deal with here in the future.
Private sector donations, too. We'll keep crossing our fingers for more of those coming our way to make up that difference. Dennis, thank you.